Welcome to Budapest. Hi guys, so let me tell you about few things, tips and tricks and things to know before coming to Budapest. So number one is euros are not accepted. They are accepted here but at a very high exchange rate. So make sure you get your euros converted to forint. It will save you a lot of money. So their local currency is known as forint. Second thing is that we took a 72-hour travel pass. So you can take these travel passes. They are really helpful. These travel passes are valid for trains, metros and trams, which is amazing. We have not taken a single cab or taxi on our entire trip in our 3 days in Budapest. So these passes are really helpful if you're planning to see all the touristy things. One other thing that I would like to tell you is that my husband and I are non-vegetarians, but we found the option a little less here since we eat only chicken. Most places have pork and beef as well, and it's just as we are not used to having food even in restaurants which serve pork and beef, so we found it a little uncomfortable in some places. So if you want, you can carry a little bit of food. Otherwise, I think McDonald's and KFC will do your thing if you eat chicken. I'm sorry, I have no idea how the vegetarian thing works here, but few cafes that we went did have vegan options and vegetarian options. You'll get a lot of options for breakfast, but for meals as such, I was a little unsure. And always stand on the right hand side of the escalator here, because that is the etiquette and manners they follow here, and which is very nice. And the main thing is that it is pronounced as Budapest and not Pest, so please keep that in mind just to respect their local culture. And tipping is encouraged and I think almost mandatory here. So 10% of your bill is the standard here, is what we have read, so that is what we had kept. If the service charge is included in your menu in your bill, then you don't have to pay tips, but please see that the bill when they bring is super confusing here. This is just an honest opinion from me. Some people might agree, disagree, because the language is different. I had to use Google Translate and see what I've ordered, and the items look very different and you can't really argue with them. So just be a little careful when the bill comes and just see that your items are right and whether service charge is included or not. One other and very important thing is that if your bill is say 20,000 and you're keeping 50,000 or 25,000, if you give them the bill and say thank you, that means that you are giving the rest of the balance to them as tips. So if you're expecting your change back, then don't say thank you when you're giving the bill. Just give the bill and wait for your change, and then maybe you can give the tip and say thank you. So be very careful while saying thank you. Some of the entrance tickets I would like to say is that Buda Castle we didn't pay anything. Fisherman's Bastion we didn't pay anything. Of course, to go to the top tower you have to pay 3 euros, but we felt that the views that we saw otherwise are splendid. We don't need to go on top, and I think to go on top it's 3 euros per person. And we went on the Charles Bridge, we went on a river cruise, so we paid for the river cruise. I think one other thing that I would like to mention is that Budapest has the world's most beautiful cafe. So we decided to skip that because we went to an alternate cafe called the Central Cafe, which I think was beautiful. It had live music, the food was amazing, and it was not crowded. We chose to skip that for reasons such as it was too expensive, two, it was like we went to Central Cafe. So it's your choice if you want to go there. But on the whole, should you visit Budapest? Yes. And are you going to miss Budapest when you leave from here? Super yes. I have no idea how 3 days just went by, and this city was so easy to commute by ourselves, no problem at all. The people were nice. So if you guys are planning for a trip to Budapest, welcome to Budapest. Thank you for watching. Like, share and subscribe to my channel. I also post shorter clips and fun clips on Instagram, so follow me on Instagram at The Arrival, and I'll see you guys at The Arrival. Bye.